The following video is for a mature audience. It contains profanity, vivid imagery, and I advise that anybody under the age of 18 should not be watching this. Enjoy. I remember she said, "I can't find it." Quietest moment of my life. I was wearing jeans. It was 5th grade. Didn't even hit puberty yet. Truth or dare. Truth. That laughter hurt. I remember she said, "I love how you look at the world. It's interesting." I wish I still had that warmth now. It's cold. I remember when I realized she never liked me. That had my mind tethered to my self-esteem for 7 years. And even with all the work I've put in, I've managed to only associate with souls that actually make me feel less of what I am. I remember every time I looked into your eyes, the flames grew hollow, the body became vacant. And suddenly, I'm faced with a wall within my bubble proximity. Should have just stayed in the dark room if I knew you were just going to lead me back to the mental facility. I remember she said I wouldn't want anything to come between us. I want you in my life forever. In the same breath, took a chainsaw and cut through our bond like a massacre. So much blood. It's like being sacrificed. I remember she said I was asked to come out, but I don't know if I should go. I said, "Go, have fun, it's the weekend. You got a couple of hours before I get there. I could pick you up." She said, "No, I think I'm gonna just stay home. Like if you wanna go shake ass for another nigga and his friends, and then go home with them and get ran through, just say that. You are what you are no matter how silent you choose to be, and there's nothing wrong with that, just not with me." I remember I told my boys, yeah, I don't fuck with her. Just to have her hit me up a week later talking about "I heard." From who? Don't worry about it. So then why the fuck are you speaking? You're right, I won't. I haven't spoken to them. It's been about 7 years. I've reached out though. I remember when I was on stage praising you. That was the second most quietest moment of my life. I remember when she said, "So what's up? When we smoking?" Like, bitch, you tell me. You're nothing but a ghost. As I continue to smoke my blunt by myself at the park, she said to me that. At the time, she said to be there. I remember when I stuck my dick inside your walls, and I just knew this happened with multiple people, including you, but what am I gonna do? I remember when she said, "You're gonna be an awesome dad one day. You're so good with the kids, and if she ever sees this, Lisette, I'm sorry, but that dream died. I don't know what I want, or if I even want to be here." I remember she said all those things that people have said about her. They were rumors. Now I stand corrected. I remember she said, "I don't want to have sex. Are you mad?" Like, who am I to force you to be intimate with me when you're occupied by somebody else? Spare me your pity fuck. I remember when they always say she's an awesome person, only for me to get close enough to actually see the demon that harvests their soul. I remember when she said, "I didn't feel loved. It felt like you were just fucking someone else." I continued to love that girl, even though she fucked me because she felt bad. Remind me again why my father raised me to respect y'all. Damn. I remember when I woke up and I saw that your location didn't move for hours. And when I asked you, you said you were dropping a friend home. It's crazy how much someone is willing to lie to you just to know that they were always caught in their lie. I remember when she used to say she's better than all these whack bitches that move funny, just to be the exact whack bitch that moves funny. I remember she published a book about me, like I was that important. But now I know that when I get to where I'm going, there's some royalties to that book. You're welcome. I remember every time she gave me a look when I told her, if I go soft, I'm sorry, it's not your fault. I've been through some shit. I remember that everyone you meet is going to see you as more first. And I learned to let time play out. Y'all burn out eventually. I remember when I said at least this was one of the good things to come out of college. Yeah, I'm glad that chapter's over. It fucking sucked. I remember that night you walked out in red lingerie, up and down, memorized by you. I never took my eyes off of you. We locked eyes and that moment between us was still. And I remember when I tried to surprise you in a silk robe. You laughed at me. I know where I stood. I remember when your friends had issues with you putting me first, and I told you to focus on them and stop prioritizing me. They're your girls. I keep forgetting bitches be overdramatic. I remember when I met your other friends. They were nice, but the feeling of, oh, you poor boy, you don't know, but I did, and my stomach twisted. I remember that I always treat people how I want to be treated. And maybe I'm doing something wrong because the reciprocation of cheating, lying, and gaslighting isn't a part of my fucking nature. But it's never too late to teach a dog new tricks. I remember she agreed to have lunch with me. She proceeded to pick a fight with me because her job was stressing her out, even though she refused to clock out for her obligated lunch break. Y'all swear y'all smarter. I remember the last time I laid next to you, you refused to be held and you made sure your body language screamed, I didn't want you here. The energy was dead and the right side of the bed where you slept was cold. Why did I even come home? I remember all the false smiles I received, all the fake hugs I retrieved. I remember when she talked down on me about my career in front of loved ones. I apologize that my current success wasn't handed to me like you. You're so worried about the finish line and not the journey. I forgot I was at a funeral. Respect the dead and move on. I remember every time I lost a piece of myself and somehow still alive, I promised that I wouldn't open myself anymore. I've realized that if I do, I'd be killing myself faster than time. Cutting the thread to a lifeline as I've been told. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for speaking. Thank you for putting yourself out there. Thank you for saving my life. I remember.